Motherfuckers back tweaking in Toronto. Now, how they tweaking? I don't even know. That's what we gotta find out in this motherfucking video, though. You feel me? Because I thought it was just Drake out there, but it's more than Drake out there.
What's going on, supporters? Before we start the video, I would like to thank everyone for 3,000 subscribers.
Yo.
That's a huge milestone.
Happy New Year.
I got a lot more content sitting in the vault, so make sure you like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. All of the information in the following video is already available to the public, therefore it will not be impeding on any past, pending, or current cases. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode.
A man in his 50s has died, and the search is on for the gunman following a shooting in Etobicoke.
Here, there are a dozen markings or so on the ground there.
It appears that it was targeted. It was certainly crowded at that time, and there's a lot of people that would have left before police arrived.
Suspect approached the deceased. The fact that there are multiple shots fired, it would be considered overkill in a situation. Deceased ran into the restaurant to get away from the bullets, and the waiting car drove away with the suspect in the passenger seat. So clearly, this looks to be a planned shooting.
Man,
I'm 2 minutes
smoking.
from the food bank. Fam, okay, you better be there. I'm packing the next white boy there at that.
He said, fam, you better be there or I'm packing the next white boy. Get your ass out of here.
Switched up my Glock, you ain't crashing, nigga. You from Maple Leaf, and my
Said Mohiuddin, better known as Flippa, came to Toronto from Somalia when he was an infant and settled in impoverished Lawrence Heights, specifically Jumble, which is where his parents raised him and his 5 siblings. Jumble has birthed some rare talent, from the lyrical and deep rap group Ghetto Concept to the loud and expressive drill artist named Top 5.
We see him, we chase him. They got my bro for 2 cases.
I never really listened to Top 5, and I heard that Top 5 is like they best Canadian drill rapper or whatever. Like he one of the most mainstream niggas. I'm like, boy, I don't listen. I wouldn't. Y'all ain't gonna never catch me listening to no Top 5 a day in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Its energy has even reached the likes of Drake, who named his 2015 tour after the neighborhood. However, with the rising popularity and with gang violence rising at a historic rate in a city known for its safety, Jumble quickly imploded.
Toronto's Lawrence Heights is home to families who want their children to be safe.
It's also an area plagued by senseless gun violence and criminals with no regard for innocent lives. CTV's Miranda Anthis is in the community tonight, where residents continue to gather to share their experiences. Miranda.
Okay.
That's right, Ken. So we have heard this week from politicians and from
6
police about
people,
how to tackle
41
gun violence.
injured.
In fact, just a minute ago, the chief of police walked into this meeting, but this neighborhood really wants to hear from its own people. They have experienced a very violent summer so far this year, and they say they want to hear from those experiencing the trauma of gun violence. On July 15th, just before 5 p.m., 2 men opened fire near Allen Road and Rance Avenue. This would be the first of 9 shootings within a 3-week period in and around the Lawrence Heights neighborhood.
As Jumble was up in flames, Flippa was all the way in Mississauga, Ontario, robbing banks. In September of 2013, the local Saga news station posted a picture of a 24-year-old Flippa and alleged he walked into a bank just after 2:30 p.m. and handed the teller a note demanding cash. But when the teller pressed the panic button, he fled the bank. Flippa was...
Bro, who the fuck he thought he was? Oh, he thought this shit was gonna be like the movies and shit, huh? Oh yeah, hey, let me slide this bitch to you. You read it. Yo, goof ass, bro, you thought motherfuckers was really finna do your demands like it was in the 1800s and shit, boy? This shit over with. Motherfuckers damn near don't even know how to read no more.
Was arrested shortly after, but due to this being his first arrest, he managed to beat the case. However, his troubles were just beginning.
I mean, he technically didn't rob the bank, though. He didn't rob, though, bro. He just gave them a letter, and then they pressed the button. Did he really rob the bank, if we're really being honest?
By the middle of 2013, the city of Toronto was suffering. Gun violence was at an all-time high. The streets were flooded in historic downpours, and the mayor of the city was caught smoking crack.
There's been a serious accusation.
Damn, y'all mayor's a crackhead in motherfucking Toronto, bro. That shit crazy as hell, bro. That's why y'all a bunch of tweakers out there. You see, when y'all give tweakers voting power, they vote in the tweakers. You see? That shit crazy.
And from the Toronto Star that I use crack cocaine. I do not use crack cocaine.
Bro, looking at this nigga. Look at this fucking nigga. You can tell he used crack cocaine. Come on now, his ass do it. His ass is like a functional crackhead. I ain't gonna cap to you, but you could tell he take that shit.
Nor am I an addict of crack cocaine.
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
When?
In an infamous picture leaked by...
You see? Is this the mayor? Is this the same nigga that said... Bro, hold up.
By Gawker Media, Rob Ford is seen standing by three men, Anthony Smith, Mohammed Khattak, and Manir Kasim, all of which have ties to the infamous Dixon Bloods. On March 20...
Hold up, bro. Hold up, gang. That's the fucking mayor gang banging, bro. Hold up, fo. Y'all, you see, hey, them niggas got motion. That gang right there got, but you don't want to fuck with them. They got the mayor gang banging with them, bro. It ain't shit you can do to the boy. Them niggas, man, they gonna kill y'all and get right back out of jail. Oh, gang, these niggas got the infinite glitch of gang banging now.
28th, 2013, two of the men in the picture, Anthony Smith and Mohammed Khattak, would enter Low Key Lounge on King Street West to enjoy a night out. Once inside, Anthony would spot a familiar face staring at him with a menacing look. This person was Flippa. In publicly released court documents, it is alleged that Anthony and Flippa had prior beef and Anthony was looking to hurt Flippa. So as soon as Anthony seen him, he began tapping out a series of text messages on his phone to a man named Libin Siad, a leader of the Dixon City Bloods. Libin replied to Anthony with just two words, halal meat. This was the signal for Anthony to kill Flippa. Minutes later, Anthony, Mohammed Khattak, and a man named Santana confronted Flippa and another man outside the club. It did not go well.
What happened?
One by one, friends come to pay their respects to the family of Anthony Smith.
He's a big part of the community. He's really going to be missed. He was a brother.
The 21-year-old Seneca College student and talented basketball player
New
leaves
Year,
behind a grieving mother, younger brother, and two sisters.
Anthony brought nothing but joy, smiles.
It's that smile sister Camelia Taylor watched walk out her front door Wednesday for the last time.
I got the phone call at 3:30.
Taylor says her brother's friends called her to say Smith had been shot. She rushed to see him at St. Mike's Hospital.
Looking at him, I didn't accept it.
Smith and a friend had been shot several times after leaving a club on King Street West. He died a few hours later.
You see, I ain't gonna bap to you. This is why I don't like to go to clubs, parties, none of that shit. You feel me? My cousin and shit, the only reason why I'm sliding to his shit because it's his house party, gang. And this my cousin, and he an older nigga. My cousin is 30-something. He ain't around in his crowd not having the type those that be doing that shit. I don't even like to be around that shit. Drunk niggas with shit all that time. I don't even like to do that shit, bro. And I don't like to go to clubs because they be tweaking. Sometimes I'm like, you can't get your pipe in that bitch all the time, bro. At my cousin's crib, I always get my gun up on me because it's my cousin's crib. I carry my shit, bro. And I know most niggas ain't able to get their gun inside my cousin's crib, but I got my gun up inside my crib. You see, at the parties, bro, you want to make sure that your peoples is the only niggas with the guns, bro. That's why I only go to parties with my peoples, because I don't want to go to no party and motherfuckers I don't know able to bring their pipe in. If you able to get your pipe in, bro, and I don't know you, bro, that's not the party for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Only my people can have pipes in the party. And some niggas might get lucky and sneak that shit in. Kudos to them. But for the most part, bro, niggas ain't getting inside one of my people's parties with their own pipe and motherfuckers don't know who they is, bro. That shit crazy. And your ass get a drunk as hell and shit. Negative.
When attempting to confront Flippa, Anthony was shot in the left side of the head and died instantly, while Mohammed was shot in the chest and neck. Santana managed to escape and quickly contacted Dixon Blood leader Libin Siad and told him what had happened. Santana made it clear that Flippa was not the shooter. Instead, it was his right-hand man, Nisar Hashimi. Shortly after the shooting, Nisar was arrested by Toronto police and charged with first-degree murder. After more than a year of deliberation, Nisar pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter and aggravated assault.
So the niggas that tried to slide on these niggas end up getting killed. I thought they actually successfully killed who they supposed to kill. Boy, they ass slid it. They got popped by the nigga. That shit crazy as hell, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Is currently on year 8 of his 9-year sentence. Flippa, on the other hand, fled to Alberta shortly after the shooting, where he would find himself in more trouble.
Bullet holes in a windshield in a garage, casings on a driveway. Investigators search for clues in our city's latest shooting. One neighbor's surveillance camera captured the moment a man was targeted by rapid gunfire. Police confirm he was struck multiple times and is seen crawling away. One inspector can only say the victim is known to police and it's not believed to be a random act.
On June 2nd, 2015, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, also known as the RCMP, were called to Richard Street at 6 a.m. where a 32-year-old Fort McMurray man appeared to be suffering from a gunshot wound. 1 week later, on July 10th, the RCMP responded to a report of gunshots in the area of Charles Avenue and Hainault Street and found...
Damn, that look like a nice area. Is they talking in the nice areas too, bro? That shit look like it's a nice area, gang.
Found a 59-year-old man dead in a car riddled with bullet holes. Police believed both shootings were not only related, but targeted hits as well. The RCMP immediately launched an investigation, and in just 3 months they announced that Flippa had been arrested and would subsequently be charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of careless use of a firearm, 1 count of possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, and 2 counts of discharging a firearm with intent.
Did he say Mr. 2 cases? Bro, that shit, nigga, having cases don't, boy, I ain't gonna cap to you. Catching the case don't mean, that mean your ass was dumb enough to get caught, my nigga, bro. The whole goal is to not catch a case. And just because you don't catch a case don't mean you ain't doing shit, you feel me? But the whole goal is to never get caught. Not to brag about your failures, nigga. That you bragging about you got 2 failures on your record, nigga. Now, if you beat the case, cool, you beat it. You beat it, bro. So I guess that is a win at the end of the day because you caught it, you beat it. But if you don't beat your shit, bro, you over with.
Hey, yo, bro, let's get back to this rap shit.
Oh, damn, he got released, so he beat it. He beat it.
Smoking dope, getting tree high. The bitch I'm with, yeah, she buy. I keep the 100, got a lot of hunters. Use your hip for, I put dollars on it.
What part of the city you from? Over east? I grew up on 90th and Commercial.
I'm smoking like a dope fiend. I hang with pokers, they be poking. Shit chested is not checkers.
Bro, why is they showing King Louis? Why the fuck? What King Louis got to do with Toronto, bro? What the fuck going on?
Jerome Bell, aka Murda, is a rapper reigning from the west end of Toronto, specifically the Scarlett Road and Dundas Street West area. This area is known as Shots Up Mafia territory, and in publicly released court documents, it is alleged that Shots Up Mafia is a criminal organization involved in numerous robberies and drug trafficking incidents which were used to fund its criminal activities and acquiring firearms to protect.
Folks says he be taking that white. He be eating the motherfucking cocaine.
Protect its members and turf. Rival crews include Alexandra Park, Driftwood, and Jungle, all of which refer to themselves as Shots Down Mafia. It is alleged that Murda was originally the creator of Shots Up Mafia, while his older cousin Shaquille Bell, aka M. Locke, ran the group's illegal operations. Fast forward to 2013, Murda began a rap career that would immediately flourish as his songs reached hundreds of thousands of views, and at one point, 1 million. Everything seemed to be going well for Murda. However, with his face now becoming more and more recognizable, it wouldn't take long before trouble came knocking.
Blue and white balloons are tied to a post on Randolph Avenue. At its base, flowers, candles, and spots of blood. This is where 22-year-old Jerome Bell was shot dead yesterday.
He's a great person. Everybody loved him.
Homicide investigators believe the victim was targeted.
Any idea why he would ever be targeted?
I have no idea. I have no idea. None. If anyone knows, let us know.
Bell was one of 4 siblings, an aspiring rapper who went by the nickname Murda. His sisters say.
So you just don't got no clue at all why someone would want to kill someone named Murda. I mean, if you got a nickname named Murda, I would assume that the nigga probably on some shit. I don't think you can have a nickname with Murda and you not doing no diabolical ass shit, bro. I ain't gonna capture you just off the name. I'm assuming, folks. So if someone would have told me, oh yeah, this is my homie Murda, and I didn't see how they looked and didn't know who they was, I'd be like, bro, that nigga probably on bullshit, bro. Ain't no one finna tell me, hey, meet my friend Murda. Nah, bro, I don't trust no nigga named Murda.
They've been receiving countless messages of support from his friends.
Murda was one of the favorite people I've ever met. So funny, humble, and smart. And I've been blessed to have to share.
Motherfuckers be tweaking.
March 19th, 2019, Murda is executed while standing outside of his aunt's home. Months would pass by without any updates on the case, but social media was buzzing. Rival gangs were quick to diss, while fans were quick to speculate.
Yo, Money Man.
Please.
She's gonna
Send
suck
Addy.
because of porn and drag tag. You are a biggest
Because
threat
I'm
in the world. No way. Cass,
Bro, I'm so
Flippa. I'll call Flippa right
Who the
now.
fuck is this they
There's no way the
arguing
people
with?
guys are fucking you. I'm gonna cut off your
Tall
hand.
Flippa, he's a goof.
Damn.
Don't do that.
I P Murda. Now we come in. MG put out.
Who the fuck is this nigga?
I don't know what you're talking about. She's a rat. Money Man. She pulled RP Murda. I don't even know who the fuck Murda is. She asked me. I just know my weeds right here. Yo, get G. I got. What's in my weed right now? This is called the murder. I'm not talking about that guy, but this is called the murder.
Fast forward 8 months later to November, a bitter Southern Ontario gangland war that goes back decades was reigniting. For years, the Camiso family lorded over the city's underworld with enforcers stretching from Italy across Southern Ontario. One of the many enforcers of the Camiso crime family included Antonio Fiorda. Fiorda, nicknamed Scratch because of his scratchy, graveled voice, was a husband and father of 2 children, an owner of a large collection of vintage muscle cars, and an avid denizen at fitness clubs. In 1996, Fiorda was charged after Toronto police seized an AK-47, a pipe bomb, and other explosives from a North York home he owned, a charge he disputed. He was eventually convicted and served prison time, but once released, those close to him were led to believe he would never return to the life of crime, but instead, he became more careful. Fiorda was involved in a lot of the underworld beefs between high-ranking crime figures spanning over decades. For instance, he was in a dispute with Albanian gangsters who wanted to control Toronto nightclubs in the early 2000s, which led to a sit-down between revered mob bosses to settle their differences. In more recent years,
I mean, this why he got all them pipes and shit, Niggas trying to control nightclubs, all this other shit. Niggas out, them gang members out here tweaking. What the fuck you expect him to do? Just be out here and be a goofy? No, bro, his ass gotta be blicked up too.
However, it is alleged Fiorda was assigned by a senior mafia boss who he would accompany to court and other public appearances.
Well, I guess folks is a part of mafia, so that's why he got pipes. But shit, I mean, shit, if niggas out here doing shit like him around me, guns and all that shit, I'm gonna have guns too, gang.
to be an enforcer for a high-ranking member of the Commisso organization, who had been the victim of a home invasion robbery by armed men in 2016. This man was Joseph Catrapa, and not only was he an ally of the Commisso crime family, but a rival of Nick Nero, a convicted cocaine smuggler for the Sinaloa cartel. On November 4th, 2019, Fiorda was asked to meet Joseph Catrapa at the upscale Via Allegro Ristorante across from Sherway Gardens. According to recently released court documents, it was alleged that this restaurant was just a few kilometers away from where members of the Sinaloa cartel stayed when they were conducting business with Catrapa's rival, Nick Nero. Catrapa arrived to the restaurant first and waited at the front for Fiorda to arrive, which he eventually...
Bro, these niggas, now he looked like his ass be doing some bad shit. Folks don't look like he do anything wrong. Folks look like he one of those niggas that try to be a very good Samaritan every day, a very holy person. But folks, he might be he probably on some bullshit.
Did.
But they both
According
on bullshit.
to investigators, CCTV showed that Catrapo seen Fiorda arrive and went to approach him, but he quickly ran back after hearing a gunshot.
A man in his 50s has died, and the search is on for the gunman following a shooting in Etobicoke. Let's go live to CP24's Miranda Anthistle, who's at the Queensway and North Queen Street with the very latest on this investigation.
It appears that it was targeted.
It was a very busy time of day. A number of people walking around the plaza and in the plaza's parking lot.
Lying with his head on the curb, and there were two nice women there trying to comfort and help him. And he was obviously in a lot of pain.
50-year-old Antonio Fiorda was gunned down in broad daylight. A Ford pickup truck pulled up right beside Fiorda while a lone gunman hopped out the passenger side. He shot Fiorda 9 times before running back in the truck and driving off.
Bro, so these niggas is tweaking out Toronto and shit, bro. I ain't gonna cut to you. I damn near probably would have got my ass popped in Toronto. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Cause I would have been like, damn, folks' ass are goofy. And he would have, I'm damn, they got me. Fuck. Looks can be deceiving.
Fiorda died at the scene. His death would remain a mystery for months as nobody came out to provide information. But in the meantime, the underground Toronto drill scene was heating up. 2 weeks after the death of Fiorda, jungle rappers Top 5 and Flippa would drop a brutal track titled Drill Some More. This song caused the spark in a series of debates discussing whether serious concerns have been raised indicating that drill music causes violence through the use of lyrics and imagery which glorify gang crime and illicit activities. It is commonly asserted that drill content often contains specific references to individuals and groups in a way that causes violent acts.
Well, some breaking news from Toronto police this afternoon, who have now arrested a man considered Canada's most wanted. Police say
Almost exactly 1 year after the death of Shots Up rapper Murda, Flippa was arrested in connection to his death. 2 months later, Toronto News would drop another bomb as they reported that Flippa, along with the late Driftwood-affiliated rapper YS, were implicated in the death of mob enforcer Tony Scratch. It would take 2 years for just one of Flippa's cases to reach the Superior Court of Canada, and that was the Tony Scratch case. In a rare sequence of events, deliberations would last just 2 months as the Crown prosecutor began trial by providing an abundance of evidence which pointed to Flippa being the driver of the getaway truck and YS being the shooter. Surveillance video at the scene showed the late YS ran after Fiorda and fired 12 shots at him, striking him 9 times. He then jumped back into the truck and Flippa drove off. Coincidentally, the Crown prosecutor also noted that the incident just happened to be witnessed by undercover OPP officers watching the restaurant as part of an unrelated investigation.
You see, this why niggas should be doing shit in the public. Stop doing shit in the open, you fucking... Y'all niggas be so thirsty to try to kill someone, bro. Sometimes you gotta wait to kill someone. Cool out. Be smooth with it. You be too thirsty with it, you gonna kill him. And then you gonna lose your life too because you gonna be in jail. I ain't gonna cap to you. Yeah, these niggas be tweaking, just too thirsty.
One of the officers followed the pickup truck onto Highway 427 while getting a good look at the driver and the license plate before he lost him. Using surveillance video, police were able to recreate the path of the two men to a Tim Hortons, then an Uber to a downtown Toronto condo complex where Flippa was arrested several days later.
Damn.
Found on Flippa's phone the day he was arrested was Fioda's home address, the kinds of cars he drove, the fact that he walked with a cane, and that he went to an LA Fitness gym every weekday from 8 a.m. to noon. The evidence also showed Flippa was following Fioda at the LA Fitness regularly. The police...
Bro, this nigga got this shit all up in his phone, nigga. What? Bro, when you committed crimes, the last thing you want to have nothing in your phone, to be honest with you, bro. You want to really have that shit memorized, bro, because if they get your phone, bro, you over with. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. You gotta get rid of your phone like you getting rid of your gun nowadays, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. You using your phone too, and then it's like if you got your phone with you, bro, on the thing, they tracking your location, all types of shit. But nowadays, you commit a crime, bro, you gotta get rid of that phone too, just like that gun, bro. Cause they catch you with the phone. Y'all dumbass probably said lots of shit on that phone. You cook.
Also found several incriminating videos and texts, including a message exchange about the murder in which one of the people says they paid us $60. A video taken the day after the murder and played to the jury shows Flippa and YS celebrating as Flippa fans out $100 bills and talks about $60K. Another video shows Flippa holding bundles of bills in a tall stack. The Crown alleges this is the money given as payment for murdering Fioda. Flippa urged police that they had the wrong guy, and his lawyer, Dirk Durstein, argued none of the surveillance footage and other evidence used by the Crown clearly identified Flippa as the perpetrator. Prosecutors Mike Wilson and Sean Horgan argued footage of the getaway driver matched Flippa's height, build, unique braided hairstyle, facial hair, and pigeon-toed walk. When discussing the phone with all the incriminating evidence, Flippa insisted the phone was a loaner from YS, who he labeled as a drug dealer with multiple burner phones. YS was killed 1 month after executing Fioda, and his death is still a mystery to this day. Deliberations would last just 3 weeks, as the abundance of evidence would assist the jury in quickly reaching a verdict. Said Mohiuddin aka Flippa would be found guilty of first-degree murder.
Damn.
Don't hang around me if you ain't know me.
Life sentence.
I'm God.
For the death of
I'm God. I sit around in the room all day like, I want to fill in these odds.
10 months after Florida slam. Damn, bro. There's all types of shit going on in this bitch, bro. They showing niggas that look like businessmen and gangbangers all doing the same shit. I don't know what the fuck going on at this point. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I know that's how it used to be back in the day, bro. Them white people and all that shit. them motherfuckers that wear the suit and tie. Them niggas had the little hat on and shit, boy. They would kill you, gang. That's how it be. So it's like, it's just nowadays to look a little bit different. But it's probably some old gangsters still out here. Nah, them mafia niggas still around, bro. Them niggas still, everything I need is my suit and tie. Pop your ass on game, you feel me? That's how they ass be out there, bro. So you better stop playing with them niggas in suits and ties and shit, bro. Because looks could be deceiving, bro, on game. But that Flippa nigga, his ass tweaking, bro. Doing shit on camera, crashing out on camera. Now nigga surprised stay in jail. Another story, man. Another story, man. A nigga being an outstanding member. I ain't gonna lie, very outstanding member. If you watch this video all the way through, I know your ass fucking with another motherfucking video. So go ahead and go watch another motherfucking video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and what? Turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. Go!